This is one of Africa's major hospitals, renowned for its exceptional care and cultural sensitivity. Here, a 14-year-old girl has been admitted, placed under the supervision of an all-female staff as per local tradition. Female doctors handle her treatment and inquiries. Only women are allowed entry into her room. No one may enter or even mention a male name in her presence. The girl is so terrified of men that even hearing a male name causes her to hyperventilate, as if her life might slip away. Her parents, dedicated workers at a nearby nursery, spend their days tending to vibrant plants and maintaining the lush greenery that the community cherishes. They are deeply rooted in the tradition of their tribe, which emphasize the importance of family and community ties. Their lives revolve around nurturing both plants and their children, with love and discipline intertwined. The incident occurred near the crowded Nairobi railway station, a bustling hub known for its local transportation and the vibrant energy of commuters. The station is surrounded by lively marketplaces, street vendors calling out their wares, and the constant hum of conversations in various languages. Street performers often gather there, playing drums and singing folk songs, adding to the location's cultural vibrancy. That evening, the girl had arrived at the station, a place she had only heard about in stories, to meet a friend. The air was filled with the distant sounds of trains and the clamor of passengers. She waited, her nervous glances darting toward the entrance as minutes turned into an hour. Her friend never arrived. A passing auto-rickshaw driver who had been observing the station activity noticed the girl's growing anxiety. Concern etched across his face. He approached her and softly asked, "Why are you crying? Are you lost or in trouble? Maybe I can help you." Desperate for support, she hesitated but ultimately confided in him. The man, approximately 30 years old, listened intently as she recounted her story. She had left home secretly to meet her friend, but now, with no sign of him, she felt stranded and scared. The driver reassured her and walked away briefly, only to return with news that her friend was supposedly waiting just outside but was too shy to come in. He offered to take her to him, presenting himself as her only ally in the chaos. Tears streaked her face and her parched throat longed for relief. He handed her a bottle of water, which she accepted gratefully. Unbeknownst to her, the water contained the sedative. As they moved toward the exit, her vision blurred and her legs faltered. Before she could cry out, the driver caught her and led her to the darkened forest nearby. Under the cover of thick trees, he subjected her to unimaginable torment. Hours passed as the girl drifted in and out of consciousness. The driver later transported her to a secluded hotel on the city's outskirts. Inside, men waited, silent shadows lurking in the dimly lit corridors. She was taken to a room where her nightmare continued. Over the next 24 hours, the girl endured relentless abuse by a dozen men. Her cries for help were drowned out by the cold indifference of her captors. Deprived of food and water, she pleaded for mercy, but her words fell on deaf ears. They injected her with substances that dulled her resistance, ensuring her silence. Her spirit wavered, but the faint flicker of hope remained. Her memories of her parents' love and the nursery's serene beauty became her anchor. One man, perhaps moved by a fleeting sense of guilt, decided to release her. Under the pretense of kindness, he dropped her near the same railway station where her ordeal had begun. There, a sanitation worker, noticing her frail and disoriented state, alerted a kind-hearted woman passing by. The woman guided the girl to a local shelter, a haven for the lost and broken. At the shelter, she received immediate medical care and counseling. The warm smiles and encouraging words of the staff slowly began to ease her fear. The girl started sharing fragments of her story, each word heavy with pain but also determination. She found solace in connecting with others who had faced similar adversities, their shared resilience creating an unspoken bond. The shelter became her sanctuary, offering her not only safety but also the promise of a new beginning. Through education and vocational training, she began rebuilding her life. She found strength in the support of those who believed in her resilience. The vibrant artwork adorning the shelter's walls, created by survivors like her, inspired her to channel her emotions into creativity. She began painting, her work reflecting both her pain and her hope for a brighter future. Meanwhile, the broader community rallied to address the underlying issues that allowed such crimes to occur. Educational campaigns were launched to raise awareness about human trafficking and abuse. Local leaders organized workshops to teach self-defense and the importance of vigilance. Grassroots organizations collaborated with authorities to establish hotlines and emergency response networks. These efforts not only provided immediate aid to survivors, but also aimed to create a safer environment for everyone. The girl's story became a catalyst for change, sparking conversation in schools, workplaces, and homes across the region. Her courage inspired documentaries, art exhibitions, and literature that brought the issue to the forefront of public consciousness. Advocacy groups used her narrative to press for stricter laws and their enforcement, ensuring perpetrators faced swift justice. This harrowing story underscores the urgent need for societal vigilance. It is a reminder that the fight for justice extends beyond the individual. It is a collective responsibility to protect the vulnerable and ensure a future where every girl can live without fear. Her journey, though fraught with pain, is a testament to the unyielding spirit of survival and the transformative power of compassion.